when I'm writing, for whatever reason, it just feels like this space that there's no thinking.
Like, you don't need anything else. You're not like, I hear this one thing, like, I'll be able to da-da-da. Like, everything you need, it's either, like, develop the skill, but in terms of, like, taste, you've got it all
there.
already.
Yeah.
Like, it's all, you've already done it.
I sort of fell out of love with it because there wasn't any, like, it was just too planned.
About your writing practice. When did you start writing?
I think this year and last year I focused on it mostly.
Yeah.
I think like when I first started making music, it was like I was producing or engineering. Like I wasn't really songwriting.
Yeah.
Heaps. But I guess like it becomes so intertwined. So like
yeah.
I was doing little bits. But this year I've just started like just writing with guitar.
Yeah.
Because to try and get out of like the laptop world and producer brain and all that kind of thing. And so nowadays I kind of just write chords and sing. So yeah, whether that's like guitar or keys or synths or it's sort of like whatever like if I hear something that grabs me and makes me want to sing to it.
What got you into music?
I think it was like I had this lecturer.
Yeah.
Sort of like a lecturer. And he was like a hip hop producer, like a kind of early to like a Wu-Tang hip hop producer.
Yeah.
He's really cool. And he just told me to get Ableton and like kind of showed me how to make beats because I loved. I don't know. I was like listening to heaps of it and digging through like 90s hip hop and R&B and stuff. And he would just sit down and show me how to sample things and like show me how to make like little beats and everything. Yeah, he was really nice guy, and he got me into all that kind of stuff. And then went and studied at the Con in Brisbane and did like sound engineering and production and that sort of thing. Yeah.
Wow, so you haven't even been doing it that long.
I mean, when I started producing, I was like, well, no, it's probably nearly been a decade. Like, it was at school.
Yeah.
He was my school teacher, so I was probably like 15 or 16 when we started
Sick.
making beats. So yeah, a little while.
Ableton, so you were early Ableton.
Early Ableton, yeah. I don't think I even own any of the new versions. I'm like...
Really? You're just like trapped on 10
I'm jaded, dude, yeah.
Actual, that's sick.
Yeah.
Fading for, yeah. Oh my God, perfect.
It's alright, let me...
Like I'm in heaven. Fading in and out, I'll find your down embrace on where you move it again, where you feel something, where you play for now. Someday, I can find.
I worked with some people from uni and like would mix and that sort of thing and try to produce or try badly produce for other people. And then kind of realized that I just wanted to work on my own project for a while and just kind of discover that and see what that was like. And
And that brought you down to Melbourne?
Yeah. I think I did some in Brisbane and I also moved to Sydney and sort of checked out the city there and the scene there. And now I'm here.
There's
lots of opportunity.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
What was like when you were 14, 15, just before you started to produce, who were like your goats? Like what were your artists that you were like, that were in the headphones every day?
It was probably like a lot of Frank Ocean. Like I love Frank Ocean. I don't know, have you heard of Rat King? Like, okay, they're just like some New York rappers that I was really into.
Sick.
I mean, there would be so much. It would have been like, to be honest, the same stuff that I like love now. Like
Yeah.
it's sort of been like it would be King Cruel,
Yeah.
Sampha,
Yeah.
Kendrick, and
Yeah.
obviously, and FKA Twigs, all those,
Yeah.
all the
Oh,
greats.
yeah. And so when you first started producing, who were you trying to emulate? Like were you like on YouTube trying to do like Frank Ocean type beat, like kind of vibe?
A little bit, yeah. I think it was like I think I was really confused as well. I think when you're like trying to figure out your musical identity, I think it's like you'll be making like I don't know. Sometimes you're like I think Flying Lotus. Sorry, that's who I was like obsessed with.
Yeah.
How could I forget? I really wanted to be Flying Lotus, and
Yeah.
I made like the weirdest beats, and I remember like showing my dad and my mom, and they were just like, "This is not it at all.
Yeah.
Like this is shit."
Yeah.
But then it was like with singing, I think Frank Ocean trying to sing better, and then just like hip hop beats, like old school hip hop beats.
Someplace I could find when you're not there. You're not there. Someplace
That last bit was mid,
but
I like the bit before. Yeah, I like the difference in dynamics is really pretty. When you're writing, do you feel like it's an internal process or it's an external process?
That's a good question. I think it's both in ways. Yeah, I think like internally, I think sometimes I have a really hard time connecting. I think I can be like a very logical person, and I can think about things very logically. But like when it comes to songwriting, where emotion is really important, I think I really struggle. It's almost like there's like a wall in between me understanding what I'm feeling, and I think when I'm writing, for whatever reason, it just feels like this space that there's no thinking, and it's kind of just like me figuring out how to open the wall so I can kind of process what I actually am feeling. And I think once I've like recorded it, or at least written it or something like that, and can listen to it or like hear myself do it, I can kind of get an idea of like, oh, so that's what's going on. Like, I don't know. Yeah.
It's like there's this like channel of honesty that kind of comes through.
Yeah, that's a great way to describe it.
That you can't get to if you're thinking about it too much.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
The more you try for something, you just got to take what it is a lot of the time, I think.
Yeah.
At least with my own writing, that's how it goes.
you're not there.
That's sick, dude.
When you're not there.
That thing's crazy. Yeah. Do you have times where, like you were kind of hinting at, where you've gone back and look at stuff that you've written or stuff that you've recorded, at the time you thought it was about one thing, and then you've gone back and you're like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, that happens all the time.
Yeah.
I think a lot of my earlier music as well that I didn't quite like. I think that like technically it wasn't there. And
Yeah.
I wasn't super super comfortable sharing with people with it, just because it didn't feel as concise and polished. But like, yeah, sometimes I'll listen back and there's just like a purity to the emotions, and I'm like, yeah, well, this makes so much sense, and you just weren't being very nice to yourself. Like,
Yeah.
you should have just like, I don't know, like, yeah, you definitely have insights much later on, I think, when you
Yeah.
listen to your own music. Yeah.
I've done that as well, and I've finally got to the point now where I've been doing this like long enough to be able to listen back to stuff that I really tried on at the time, that I was like, fuck, this sucks, and I listen back now and I'm like, hey, the ideas are there.
Yeah, exactly.
You look back and you're like, I see what I see the idea. And It was a good idea.
Yeah.
You didn't quite like
just
nail on the head, but it was
Exactly.
it was a great idea.
Yeah. And it's still valid, I think.
Yeah.
First of all, like, I think you gotta, I don't know, I think you can make honestly anything you want. People are out there doing wilder things than we can imagine with music. So yeah, I think it's good to stay open and reconnect with that.
Yeah,
Sure.
and finding that honesty through line is like really key. Because it'll happen to me all the time. You get caught up in like the analysis for someone like do you know Dean Blunt?
Yes.
Someone like a Dean Blunt,
Oh God,
and I'm like,
I love Dean Blunt. Yeah.
yeah, I'm listening to this Dean Blunt song and I'm like, it's so good, but he's just talking
How?
over a beat that someone else like played. Like it's just
Yeah.
like a loose sample with some reverb on it, and he's talking.
Yeah, he's.
And I'm
good,
like,
man.
it's so good.
The Baby Father projects are like just
Yeah.
insane, but it's like technically the most trash
Yeah.
ever. Like,
Yeah.
it's like he's just like speaking over, like hauntingly speaking over some like Nicki Minaj sci-fi.
Yeah.
It's sick. Yeah.
And it's so sick, and
It's
it's like
so funny. Yeah.
we can almost like hear through or like see through that like through line of honesty. Because if it can be technically dog shit, it can be like
for sure.
aesthetically awful, but like if you can feel the honesty,
Yes.
you're like,
It
this is
shines.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's a really good good reflection. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've thought about it like that for a while.
You're not there.
We're always listening to new music, and I'm always like, oh, that's so sick. And it's like, we've already got, as we're in our 20s, like you've already got everything you need.
Yeah.
Reference one, like it's already
Yeah.
here. Like you don't need anything else. You're not like, I hear this one thing, like I'll be able to
Yeah.
da-da-da. Like everything you need, it's either like develop the skill, but in terms of like taste,
Yeah.
you've got it
It's
all
there.
already.
Yeah.
Like you've already done it. Like you've
Yeah.
done the teenage years, you've got like your goats, like you just need to like be honest with yourself, really.
That's, I think, a really good insight as well. That's like, I don't know, I think it's hard to remember that too. Like,
Oh yeah.
because you just, I don't know, sometimes I think my taste is like, I'm like, oh no, like I'm like lost. Like I don't even know what's going on anymore, and like, I'm just too busy, just, in my own little world. But that is, that's really
It's
true.
like remembering that like you're like, oh, I don't know if my taste is good because it has not yet been like ticked off by the social group.
Yeah.
But it's like, no shit, dude, and everything that you like,
Yeah.
they had the exact same feeling.
Yeah.
Where they
Yeah.
were like, dude, like Frank's making Blonde, and it's like
Yeah.
voice memos,
Yeah.
and he's like, this is the album.
Yeah.
And like, if he wouldn't show that to all like the pop writers that he's working with, they would have been like, cool, like sick demo.
Yeah.
He's like, no, this is the album.
I didn't even think about it like that. Yeah.
Because there's a ramp, like you're learning the skills and you need a reference. So like you learn, but once you get to a point where you're not kind of learning the skills and you're at a baseline level, like you just go and like
Yeah.
try and take away as much scaffolding.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's safe enough, my death. I can say I can feel I got.
Dude, this gap with this, like when the snare hit, and you're like,
I
ugh.
can feel I got my tongue.
When you're writing or when you're making or when you're producing, how often do you feel like you interact with curiosity?
I think the best things that I write and the things that feel the best, or like the best stuff that I've learned to write, or however it manifests, whether it's like some keys, like an ambient song or whatever. I think the best stuff comes from like a very childish, honest, and like you say, like really genuine and honest place. And I think for me, I think freedom is a really big thing for me, like in music. Like if I go into sessions, there's so many times that this has happened when we've got like a really set, like I can work to a thing,
Mm-hmm.
a brief or whatever, but I think I'm really curious. Like and I've definitely been guilty of like making projects that no one will ever hear because of my own like, what if I made a project with like just these things, and what would it sound like? And or like imagine if I made a whole project and I couldn't look at any of my instruments and I just had to do stuff and like fiddle or like definitely very curious. I think the part of me that wants things to be like technically good, which is like something that can be hard to, I think, lull and like quiet, especially when you've been doing it for a while, but like I like taught myself how to sing, taught myself basically everything other than engineering and producing and at like uni, but I think curiosity is at the moment it's been something that like I've been refinding, because I think like this year I had like so many plans in my head for like projects I wanted to make, or a project that served like a purpose, being that maybe it was easier to play in like a live show, because I do mostly electronic and I wanted like more of like a live set, so I wrote more like an acoustic project, and then I sort of fell out of love with it because there wasn't any like it was just too planned. Like there was no room for me to be curious and like be free and have fun. So lately, like even in the last few weeks, I think I've been trying to reconnect with that.
What I need, I'll find. What I need, I'll find. Someplace I'll find out what I need. I'll find there's something out there, I can feel it now. I've been trying off from the worst of it.
Almost in contrast to what we've been talking about, but do you have an example of a time during writing or during the process where your gut instinct has almost let you down?
Wow. Yeah, all the time too. Like all the time, because I think it's like me and like some of my friends who make music talk about it all the time. Or like I lived, like one of my longtime housemates is like one of my good friends, and we both write all the time. And it's so funny. We always talk about like we'll knock on the other's door and be like, I just wrote the sickest song. Like it's so good, dude.
Yeah.
And then we'll be like, I'll show you tomorrow. And then you play it the next day and you're like, true. Like this is like, this is just like, there's a vibe, but like this is just not it. Like I don't know. I think I don't know. And maybe that doesn't happen all the time. Like some of them you listen to the next day, you show other people and you're like, no, this is actually cool. But that does happen. But I think if it's like an honest and concise enough of an idea, like if the idea is good enough, I think I think it's easy to doubt your gut as well in terms of like what you want to do, because I think if you are being curious or trying like things that aren't conventional or whatever, there's definitely, I think, it would be odd not to have the voice in your head of like, is this too crazy? Like, is my gut telling me what's wrong? But I think if the idea is strong enough and you feel it strong enough, I think it's like, you just go with it.
Yeah. I agree. Alright, from the top in now.
Someplace I could find when you're not there. You're not there. Someplace I could find when you're not there. You're not there. I'm fading out. When you're not there, I could find. I could find. You're not there. When you're not there, you're safe enough. You're safe enough, my love. I could say I could feel all I got.
Yeah. Honestly, I love that. It's such a sick drum sound. It's cool.
If I don't send enough, you sort of hold on to something. I could feel it breaking, you could feel it faking.
Dude, hell yeah.
That was awesome.
That was dope. That's so dope.
That was really fun.
So sick. But nah, thank you so much, dude. That was unreal.